unboxing time. I just got the DJI RS2 in the mail. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm looking forward to see what it has inside. I've seen a lot of pictures, I'm sure you guys have, from other YouTubers. However, this is my perspective. If my background, I'm an engineer by trade, so that's what I graduated in college. So I'm going to take it more of a systemic mechanical look at this and determine what I think about it. So here we go. Open up the box, and then with everything I usually buy, especially when it comes to electronics, you got to get that new electronic smell. So right off the bat, we're introduced to a really nice case. It's a woven material. It's almost like a ripstop material that you would find on military pants. So feels good with a mixture of almost like a waterproof type of material. It has a pocket right here to put extra miscellaneous things. DJI Pro. For those who don't know, I'm a sucker for Pro. You put Pro on anything and I feel like I have to buy it. You know, Mac Pro, DJI Pro, you know, whatever Pro. I'm all over it. I have some paperwork and manuals, quick start guide, etc. But we're pros, right? It says right there, you know, Pro. So pros don't need this, right? Whatever. So on to the innards. All right, so first off, let's check what's in this pocket. Nothing's in there. It's more for just accessories or anything you want to put in an emergency. Once we get past the first pocket, we have, looks like, it's like a lens mount. More bits and pieces like tools, adjustment things. The reason why you get the Pro, this is the Raven Eye, right? So let me walk a little bit forward, right? So this is the module that allows you to transmit a signal, and then also allows the active track. So you need, it's the wireless video transmitter. So this comes with the Pro package. It does not come with the regular combo, so which is why I got this one. Here's the focus motor. This is dramatically smaller than the previous version on the Ronin. So the Ronin SE came with a small version like this. However, if you wanted to use it on the Ronin S, you had to get the much larger version of that. So here's the motor, some focus tracks. It's this a bar, and this is like so you can attach an extension arm. Okay, tripod, which is very similar to the, I'd say it's identical. If you have a Ronin S already, it's pretty much the same thing that you have that. This is the, looks like the mounting plate, and on that mounting plate is the base plate right here that you would attach to your camera. So that's the base plate, and this is the Manfrotto Arca Swiss thing. So this, you can put it on your tripod or the bottom of the Ronin S. Right here, it has a locking arm, which you can go like that. It comes with, this looks like a phone mount. So this would clamp onto either side of the Ronin S via NATO rail. And then this part rotates and you can put your phone here. It's very similar to the clamp if you know the Osmo Mobile 3, the new clamping system it has. It's almost identical to what is on there. So have that. Okay, here is the new battery and handle, which it feels nice. I'll show you a picture of what I'm running with the Ronin S, and it's a much smaller package handle. It feels a little bit more ergonomic than the original Ronin S. The plus side is this almost has a magazine type of connection, whereas the previous Ronin S, in order to charge, you had to assemble it with the actual head itself. This one you can actually charge by itself, and you don't need to connect it actually, so which is nice. Oh yeah, this seems to be the arm so that you can go on the back. That's when you can carry it in the underslung mode, so that you connect it to the NATO rail either onto the right hand side, and then you could undersling as you carry it. So this is what this is. Nice. And that's all it is in this section of the pocket. Right off the bat, I forgot to mention, so as you see in this package right here, it's a much smaller package than the original Ronin S. The original Ronin S came in this very hard, I want to call it styrofoam, but it kind of had that feel, but it was very durable. But it was about, I'd say about twice the size of this. And that's due to DJI's engineering in that they made the design more collapsible, so more easy to carry around. And oh yeah, oh shoot. Woo-wee. So right off the bat, I can tell you this is much lighter than the previous iteration by a significant amount. I can just feel the weight on the previous head of the Ronin S minus the tripod and the body was a lot of weight in the motors, and this is attributed by the carbon fiber. So as you can see here, the red and the carbon fiber, this is where it is, right? So all the arms right here are carbon fiber, which lends to the weight reduction. I believe that you can use the original follow focus from the Ronin S and attach it onto as well, and that will work from what I've seen. Immediately, you'll notice that from my previous Ronin, or if any of you had a Ronin before, you notice I'm doing this, there's no shake. It's because that each arm has a locking mechanism right here and here. And you can see the lock and the unlock. Okay, so there's 3 locations from what I'm seeing on this top arm that locks it in different positions so that you can either set it up or balancing issues, right? So the same thing on this one. And then if you want to lock it, lock, and then we'll lock it here, and then lock it here. So now, look at that. So it locks in position. None of the arms are capable of moving, which is really good because now you're able to balance it out without the other arms moving, or if you're just moving and doing other things, you don't have to worry about your equipment just swinging around, just clanging against each other. So this is a nice move. The record button, this is to change the modes. This is the dial. I'm gonna look into this screen. Obviously I have to turn it on to be able to see more about it. In the front right here, this is your wheel. I believe this has multiple functions, mostly for focusing that I'm aware of. For other DJI users, you know that this is the trigger button on all the Osmos. Typically they have this button right here to reset everything. So on the bottom we have another rubber cap, which is kind of nice. So these pieces, I suggest you keep these. Don't throw them away. They're really nice, actually, material-wise, and they just basically protect your connections, because there's electronic connections here on the sides, and then of course you have the angle of the arm, which is. So these 3 pieces, I strongly suggest you keep them and not lose them if you don't. Okay, and here's a little, in the box, there's some straps right in here to kind of lower down, and they give you like a sticker right here to show you how to put it back in the box if you forgot, which is kind of nice. So let me put this here, and then lastly, I'm seeing some cables, a lot of cables actually, my goodness. So once you have it here, it locks in and it won't move. So there's a mechanism here that's a little plate. So once you put it in, it engages, and then you'll see it move. The switch will move. See the move? And then you just kind of bring it all the way across, right? So really tight, which is good. You want it secure. And then once you keep it there, it's locked in. You want to remove the handle again, you just push it all the way back and then pull it out, and then it comes out, right? And then it'll stay locked in here until you press this button. That's what this button here is for, to disengage that lock without the handle. So you kind of press there and you kind of move it again. So, nice. So let's push it back in. So that's an interesting thing. So on the previous Ronins, it was like a rubber material on the bottom, which sometimes when people screwed it too tightly, the rubber would come off, but now it's like, it's a hard plastic on the bottom. Okay, there. All right, and then it kind of just sits like that. All right, nice. So over, and then when you don't want to use it, that's how you kind of hold it, like almost like a sword or a lightsaber. Anyway, so I think that's it. Overall, I really like what I'm seeing. I hope to test this out. On the next video, I'll have an in-depth review about all the little features that you probably know, but from my point of view, seeing, okay, how's this different? How's this working? What was their mindset about when they were designing this new device? Anyway, this is Jimmy from 1015 Studios. Take care. God bless.